Okay, we'll sacrifice the tithing blade. Drain them. Oh my god. We're drawing so many tithing blades. Why? It's unfair. I'm sorry, opponent. It wasn't us, it was the shuffler, okay? We would have loved to have drawn something else, but the Albed salvagers, they were like, we love this. We love this so much, keep doing it. Hello, friends. Welcome. I'm Average Zen, your host of Average Zen Presents, and we are here. We are kicking off a Brewsday in Standard Ranked on Magic the Gathering Arena. And we have brought the jank. We are bringing the fun today. Maybe not the wins, but we'll bring the fun. Before we jump into the deck list, if you haven't already, give us a like, subscribe, comments, follows. We love it all. I've been getting a lot of positive ones lately on our YouTube channel. Been getting a lot of chatters lately on Twitch at Average Zen Presents. Come check us out on the live show. Be part of the live studio audience. For any of our events, we stream on Tuesdays and Wednesdays and Fridays. 11 to 1 Central European time for now, but that's going to change in the next 6 months. When we move, when we're heading out of Germany, we'll update, when we get more details on that. In the meantime, let's check out our first deck for today. We have been loving different ways to abuse weapons manufacturing. Along with Legion Extruder, we played a different take on this. And I just realized that, what this deck needs? It needs black, because black has this wonderful Umbral Collar Zealot. And it also has Backdoll Terror and Albed Salvagers, so which we'll all talk about here in a second. Let's start out. If you're not familiar, weapons manufacturing is an enchantment for 1 red, 1 colorless. And it says whenever a non-token artifact you control enters, create a colorless artifact token named Munitions with when this token leaves the battlefield, it deals 2 damage to any target. So this gives us artifacts, and we can essentially get rid of them somehow, some way, to deal 2 damage to any target. One of those ways is Legion Extruder. We can, not only does it give us 2 damage when it comes down, it also allows us to sacrifice to make other artifacts to make golems. So that's cool. We can deal 2 damage and make a golem. Excellent. We can also, for free, since we have Umbral Collar Zealot, sacrifice those munitions tokens, because Umbral Collar Zealot says sacrifice another creature or artifact and surveil 1. And this lets us not only have a sacrifice outlet, it also will, if we can't find weapons manufacturing, surveil into it, because we have many artifacts, hopefully. And every time we sacrifice one of those artifacts, we'll drain some life thanks to Albed Salvagers. Maybe when we play those artifacts or we get those munitions tokens, Tezzeret ticks up and we get that -7 rather quickly, and we can turn those munitions tokens into creatures. And then it's fun, because then they can deal combat damage. There'll be 3/3s, and then if they don't, or they get removed in any way, because it doesn't say dies, it says leaves the battlefield, so that includes exile. So it's wonderful tricks you can do, and it's relatively easy if we get 1 or 2 weapons manufacturings in this deck to get the -7. And there's many artifact tokens, creatures, and artifact creatures such as Clockwork Percussionist that we can put the +1/+1s on. All of the Legion Extruder tokens, or if we need to use the 0 to make a little bit of a beefier threat, increase our clock. Most of the time you're probably going to be going for -3 or -7 on Tezzeret if you're playing optimally, I think. Unless you're just trying to get some more sacrifice fodder. Let's talk about it. We have a nutrient block, is excellent in this deck. It not only does it draw you a card, it also lets you gain life. It's also indestructible. So if you have this out and you get Tezzeret out, okay, hear me out. we can use Tezzeret's -3 to find the nutrient block. And then if we play a bunch of artifacts and we get a bunch of more artifact tokens come out and we get Tezzeret's -7 next turn, then we can make an indestructible 3/3 creature with the minus and it's an emblem. You get to keep it. So yeah, we've got Chandra's Spark Hunter is another way to sacrifice our munitions tokens or any other artifacts. Packnull Terror, you know that we've played around with this card on this channel. I love it. I love it. I love it. Whenever another artifact, this is an artifact creature toy, notably for 4 mana, a little on this expensive side, but for the effect, I think it's worth it in this deck. Because it essentially gives us an on death trigger for Albed Salvager Drain and an ETB for all of our artifacts, including the tokens made by weapons manufacturing, drains our opponent. So it's a life gain element essentially on entry and exit. We also have ways to draw cards in Tyrion's Journal in black. We have Tithing Blade in black, which is an artifact. A Braid, I've slotted a couple in here. I think it's flexible enough that we will probably get to use it. And Soul Guide Lantern, searchable with Tezzeret if we need to do some graveyard hate. Towards the Tower really shines in this deck, being able to use it to deal that 3 damage, and then if it's a token that we sacrifice for the bargain, that's an extra 2 damage, so this turns into a 5 damage, scry 1, and exile a creature if it's dealt, or the creature or planeswalker if it's dealt damage, so that's like a crazy amount of damage. Clockwork Percussionist is mostly either a card advantage. It serves as an artifact trigger for things like Tezzeret or the weapons manufacturing. It's cheap, and if you desperate times, you can always put a +1/+1 counter on it with the 0 ability on Tezzeret. Grim Bobble, artifact removal. What else can I say? Mana is a little rough. We don't have the dual land shock lands yet for Rakdos, but we'll see what we can do. Chandra, I think, is the only one I didn't talk about. The +2 can get out of hand if we are sacrificing these munitions tokens and drawing cards. And then, -7 is not far out of reach, I don't think. Sometimes we use the 0 ability if we just need maybe one more counter to put on Tezzeret. Let's take it into the queue and see if these bomb spitters can keep up with the craziness that I have been seeing lately in the meta right now. Not as much VV as the matchmaker on Arena would have you believe. We'll see. Maybe I said that wrong. Not as much VV as you would expect if you're just listening to matchmaking. You get what I'm saying. Alright, we don't have a red source. My goodness. That's not good. And Fountain Port's a cute one. Okay, well, I guess we get rid of Chandra for now. Alright, we have a target for Grim Bubble, definitely. So let's go ahead and do the starting town thing. And before they gain too much life, we'll lose a life gladly to get rid of the Sanctifier. And they have another Sanctifier. Man, how lucky. Alright, well, let's go Percussionist, lose a life. Nutrient block. And no blocks. Or no attacks. Tasty nutrient block. We love it. I think we actually do go ahead and block here. There we go. Now we're talking. All right. First and foremost, let's go ahead and do that. And that looks good. We'll keep that on top. we got some action. We will pay the life, deal 2 damage to the Sanctifier. Rabbits times 2 dead now, thanks to our little silly things. Oh, they take away the Legion Extruder. Okay. Alright, that's fair, I suppose. But then we get the Tithing Blade, and then we get it back and deal 2 damage to them, I guess. This is excellent. Alright, and then I think the answer is wait on the end of their turn. They have an Essence Channeler. This is cool. I think we wait till the end. Halaya warped. Alright, they gain a life, get to put the counter on Essence Channeler. Excellent. All excellent things. They did not gain 3 life, so Halaya, 3 life is a tough one. It's kind of one you have to build around. I like Halayan Commander. Let's go and get rid of the Grim Bobble and make a 3/3. Oh, that was the correct choice, I think. I think that was the correct choice. Alright, so let's get Tezzeret into the mix. Alright, we have currently a guy now that's a 4/4. We might have misplayed that, but I don't think we did. I think they go after Tezzeret, and that buys us time. If they don't, and we draw an artifact next turn, our problem is in this deck, if we don't hit weapons manufacturing, it is a little slow to go off. There we go, but they took the bait. They went after Tezzeret. Alright. Let's go with Albad Salvagers. And I think the answer is attack in with a 4/4. Alright, because then we can make a 3/3 at instant speed next turn and sacrifice the nutrient block now that the emblem is probably not going to happen. Alright, they have assembled the Ley Line of Hope. They have assembled Hope. And fallen directly into our trap. We will sacrifice the nutrient block, gain a life from Albad Salvagers, yes, that thing, and kill Halaya. We'll take 4. We drain them a life, yes, and then somehow we magically get the Tithing Blade. That is excellent. That is excellent. Alright, let's go ahead and attack in. And then we can do our stuff at instant speed at the end of their turn. Halaya number 2. No, they didn't bother with the warp this time. Wait, cancel. That's not the end of their turn. There we go, at the beginning of their end step. Okay, we'll sacrifice the Tithing Blade. Drain them. Oh my god. We're drawing so many Tithing Blades. Why? It's unfair. I'm sorry, opponent. It wasn't us, it was the shuffler, okay? We would have loved to have drawn something else, but the Albad Salvagers, they were like, we love this. We love this so much, keep doing it. Alright, let's go for it. I think we didn't even hit any of our sacrifice outlets, really, that we want to hit. The Legion Extruder is too good not to put in it, but it's not really our main sack outlet that we want. We want the Surveil sack outlet. That really allows us to really sculpt our hand. Oh my goodness, I would love some hand sculpting right now. This is extra nasty. Okay, we'll do this, I guess. We don't need the second Clockwork Percussionist. Alright, so, starting down. Clockwork Percussionist, get in there with your hasty damage. And we have some removal options. The Bastronaut. I think we will save the Tithing Blade for something a little bit bigger and go ahead and take out the Bastronaut. I'll let the monkey get in there and chip away at them, and then it can jump block later. Are they going to abrade the extruder? Yeah. Once again, we're just not seeing this weapons man. We really want the weapons manufacturing in our opening hand. I am not one of those people that mulligans aggressively for a combo piece. I just don't think it pays off well once you start pitching cards, looking for a specific game plan in best of one. Maybe if you're in best of 3 and you're in match 2 or 3, that's a different story. Alright, so let's go with the fountain board. I think the correct answer here is to pass the turn. No, monkey. You're gonna have to block, but we're gonna sack block. It's gonna be fine. Alright, so you establish blockers. Yes, we did that. And then we sacrifice the monkey, and he upgrades into 3/3 Golem monkey, no longer a toy, and gets us a Legion Extruder to play on our next turn. And we take no damage from Screaming Nemesis, which is excellent. And they're just playing out their hand now. I love it. Look at all these guys. Oh, there you are. Look at you, weapons manufacturing. Just in time for the party, when we still have some things left to play. Let's go Legion Extruder first. Alright, I think the Hired Claw has to go. Alright, and then the Nutrient Block comes down, makes us a token. Alright, so we have munitions. This is good. Here's what we need, though. Oh, we need to survive. We need to be able to crack those munitions in short order, and Screaming Nemesis is part of the problem because our damage, other than our creature removal, other than Tithing Blade, is mostly damage based. And in theory, through these munition tokens, we do have some life gain, but we need to draw into it. Maybe Fountain Port can be part of that particular problem solution. Alright, they got to speed up to 3. They have Offspring the Mouse. Okay, Tyrion's Journal will also help. That is a more cost-effective method to do what we need to do, I think. Let's go ahead and sacrifice here to draw a card, and we'll deal 2 damage to the Manifold Mouse. Oh, we got a Tezzeret. That's interesting. That is interesting. Alright, if we pay 3, I don't think that we can do that. Here's what we gotta do, though. I think we have to hold off on playing Tezzeret, stay on defense, and see how they attack. Alright, and they give itself double strike. Excellent. Alright, so they deal 1 damage to us. Get their speed up to 4, which means they can pump the Bastronaut. but they can only pump its power. That's okay. So that's typical red behavior. So what do we need to do here? I think we need to go Legion Extruder, grab one of these guys, blow up the Bastronaut, make a 3/3, and now we can block the Hired Claw, block the Mouse, and don't worry about the Screaming Nemesis. Somehow we'll take care of it later. I don't know. Lightning strike. Oh, what? Well, at least we got the block in. Alright, we need to get a doozy off the top here. Tithing Blade is an interesting hit. Okay, let's see. Can we arrange it so that we can force them to sacrifice the Screaming Nemesis? Well, let's sacrifice a munitions token first and deal 2 damage to the Hired Claw. We got another weapons manufacturing, but we can't play it. No. Okay, so here's what we have to do. In that case, we get a Grim Bobble. Hear me out. And we finish off the Hired Claw. And then die, right? Into a lightning bolt and a Screaming Nemesis. Did they draw? They don't have it? They don't have it? Oh, we're about to have some fun, guys. My goodness. This is gonna get crazy. Alright, so let us sacrifice a munitions token, deal 2 damage to the and draw a card. That is a swamp. That is not exactly what we wanted, is it? Alright then. Well, how about instead we just pass the turn and hope they don't lightning bolt us? This is a little bit of a quandary we've gotten ourselves into. Oh no. What happened? I truly don't know. Excuse me. All right. But soon we were about to start making those munitions tokens into 3/3 creatures every turn. That was going to be awesome. Let's see what we can do against a Sui Engine. Alright, no red off the bat, but we only have the Torch to tower, and finally we found ourselves an Umbra Collar Zealot. And we have a Soul Guide Lantern. And a Flamari Vault. If we never find a red source, we can always pitch the Torch. Oh, but look, some problems solve themselves. Let's just hit the Raucous Theater. You know, I like the nutrient block here. It is card drawing, and we can sack it. Oh, okay, so I'm glad we kept our removal. Let's go ahead and go swamp it up. And Grim Bobble on Tifa. Alright, in theory, I think we're doing okay. And play the nutrient block. We'll see it pop off. The nutrient block is going to be our best and brightest star. Alright, I think we can still get rid of Bill. let's starting down because now it's untapped, right? Umbral Collar Zealot. I kind of wish it was the Albad guy right now, but then we wouldn't have the mana to do it, right? Alright, so we target Bill. Hope they don't have the Snakeskin Veil. Do they have the Snakeskin Veil? It certainly looks like they have the Snakeskin Veil. Of course they do. Why wouldn't they? Well, we had to try, you know? Of course they have it. They always have it. Why wouldn't they have it? But also now we're holding priority because of the Umbral Collar Zealot at every opportunity. They have a 4/4 and a 4/4. Okay, well, no attacks. We really need some action here. What's the action look like? It looks like Tezzeret. Okay, alright. I don't know if we live long enough for this to become a thing. But we'll exile Tifa. And I think we need the minus here. I think we're going to lose Tezzy, but we need a blocker. The guys are already out of Grimbobble range, so let's go with the Percussionist. They both have Trample, but at the very least, we can double block next turn if they don't hit a land. And then... Traveling Chocobo, okay, and then they hit it, so they hit double landfall here. Of course they hit a land, right? Why wouldn't they hit a land here? That would be just our worst nightmare. You're destroying our hopes and dreams of staying in this game, sweet engine. Oh God, not just any way. Okay, alright then. Alright, they sure did pause for a long time there, didn't they? Good game. Terramorphic Expanse. So 4 landfall triggers. Oh my goodness. At least it wouldn't have been Trample, because they didn't have enough to use Bristly Bill's ability. I believe it's 5 mana for that ability. I don't know. Alright, let's go in search of more weapons manufacturings in the top 10 cards. Is really the key to this deck. I mean, we can do it. I promise. There's this Moxite thing that some people use in their versions of this deck that lets you impulse, not impulse, but loot essentially. And I can't bring myself to play it because... I don't know. This hand doesn't look bad. I would love it better if we had the weapons manufacturing, but we do have card draw in the way of Tyrion's Journal, sacrificing Tiding Blade. If we don't turn it into a Golem, I don't know. Our mana looks good. Can't argue with that. Alright, they go with the Surveil. We will also Surveil. Hey, we got a Tezzy. Starting down, I think we want to get that and probably slow down on lands if that's okay with you, Shoveler. Please. I'm just asking. Let's do the Verge this time. We will go ahead and play, what, nothing? I don't think we play anything. I think we hold up a Braid. But, oh, it looks like we're up against, like, some kind of control deck. I don't know now. I don't know. This may have been a trap. What are we up against? I'm counting white, black, blue, and red over here. Where's the green? No love for green? Okay, well, we have 2 Tezzerets now. But I don't think we play anything. I think we wait till we get to 5 mana before we do anything. If this is how it's gonna be. Thrilling gameplay, I know. Alright. They have found a card An instant card with flash. Ah, the Hornlock Whale. So yeah, we're just playing straight up control. Oh, will we ever get to resolve anything? Who knows? The good news is we have one Tezzeret, and there's another one there. Will it resolve? Who knows? Alright, they're 3 steps ahead of us. How dare we? Alright, in that case, we're gonna be like, boo hoo hoo, okay. Can you play your thing now and tap out so we can try this again next turn? They're like, nope, we're not doing that. That is not on the plan. Alright, well, we'll try again with Tezzeret. Alright, we got through. We'll do Tyrion's Journal, and I really hope that we can find a weapons manufacturing. That would be great. And they get to, are they gonna into the Flood Maw, the Tezzeret? Oh my goodness. They got rid, the Inevitable defeated the Tezzeret. The Inevitable defeat. What is going on right now? No green though, still no green. My goodness. What do you do about that? Let's just go with Pact Altair. Let's see if they can handle that. It's just a doll, man. It's just a toy. What's wrong with you? Alright, I mean, worst case scenario, they go to kill it. We use the Tyrion's Journal. Tyrion's Journal. Alright, well, they have a 6/6. I don't think they have any man lands, though. Alright, no blocks. We'll take the 6. Oh, it's our turn, huh? I like that. It's got Warren of 2? That seems outrageous. Well, we'll try it this way. See, I don't know what happens now. I assume it has to do with a counter spell, though. At the very least, we're getting rid of a card out of their hand. At most, we're getting a life drain ping and get rid of the 6/6 Ward 2 on the board. It seems good. After they exiled our freaking Tezzeret. This has got to be countered though, right? They're just, no? It resolved? Or do they have another flash guy? They're going to flash in another Hornlock Whale? Is that what's about to happen? Are our hopes about to be completely dashed? This suspense is killing his opponent. McMahon, I don't know. These words, they have sounds. Man, what is going on? I feel like I don't want to celebrate yet. I feel like this could be like not Assault Rope, and like we're about to just be completely enraged, and we need to prepare ourselves emotionally. Alright, one trigger went off, and then, okay, that's good news. Let's Legion Extruder. Deal 2 damage to them. Gain a life and drain a life. And then hold up the Legion Extruder's ability to make a 3/3 next at the end of their turn. It's working. We're doing a thing. Oh my. Yes. Yes. Packdoll, get in there. You know what to do. This is an instant. You could do this. All right, then. You can use this guy. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Why? Why are you doing this? You can find an answer. Maybe they're having some issues. I don't know. Connection problems? I don't know, but then they responded to the one trigger. And then, yeah, I don't know. Well, we won't try to understand it. We'll just end the turn. It's their instant spell in the graveyard holding priority. I'm almost certain of it. I don't know for certain whether or not they're actually there. We'll see. I would like to think we won this one fair and square. We are at the lower life total. I think it might be a little bit early to proclaim victory, though. We haven't found the weapons manufacturing. Okay, let's not celebrate yet. But it is looking like we might turn a corner here if things stick around. And Ultima right now would really mess us up. Oh, they are there. Hello. Welcome back, McMahon. Okay, they stock up. Excellent choice. Have we found the deck that finally makes Bagdoll a worthy? Okay, they're gonna deal 3 damage. Okay. To gain some life. I don't understand. Alright, anyway, we're gonna sacrifice the Tithing Blade to gain life. And, oh, we hit the weapons manufacturing just in time. I love it. And now we combo off. We hit them for some damage. Make some guys, drain them. And then, let's go ahead and sacrifice the munitions token to Tyrion's Journal. Deal 2 damage. Draw a card. We found another Tyrion's Journal. You know what? I think it's worth it to play it here. Yes, and we'll keep the new one. We'll get some more tokens. We'll drain some more life. Oh, this is a truly Mad Lad experience. And we'll hit them for some 9. We'll do that, draw a card, and attack for 6. Get them down to 1. What just happened? And now all we have to do is play a Soul Guide Lantern and sacrifice the munitions token. This is fine. Yeah, Day of Judgment. Yeah, sure. Lightning. Okay, they're back up to 4. I think we still have it, though. Towards the tower, not really what we want to see. Let's go ahead and get rid. What is it? The mystical teachings that has flashback? Yeah, that can stop. We need to stop that. Let's go ahead and Tyrion's Journal. Sacrifice the munitions token. Draw a card. Hit them. 2 damage. The Tithing Blade, also not ideal. Okay, well, I think we pass the turn. We can do everything else at instant speed. And other than the Tithing Blade, which seems unnecessary right now. Worst case scenario, we can make a treasure token. Or we can sacrifice something to the Legion Extruder. Seems suspicious. McMahon, what will your heavily control-oriented deck do about all this shenanigans? Surely you have artifact removal. No, it's our turn? No. No, it's not our turn. We'll sacrifice this. And make it 3/3. Do they have like a Deshaun's Tidebinder or something going on right now? The token won't trigger the weapons manufacturing, but it does represent lethal damage. What are they doing? They're returning. Okay. I mean, the trigger is still on the stack, though. And we have a few Torch Towers. Okay, and they get lost on the weapons manufacturing. I see. Here's the problem. These are artifacts. Alright, and let's go ahead in that case and hit these guys. Hit this guy. Alright, we got a land. Let's go ahead and play the Legion Extruder. Deal 2 damage to them. We will sacrifice the erroneous Legion Extruder now to draw a card and hit another Legion Extruder. Deal 2 damage. Attack in. I'll take it. I'll take it. Limited. It was like a cameo of the weapons manufacturing there for a moment. Maybe they're gonna be in the sequel. I promise they're gonna be in the sequel. I don't know if I can promise that. Let's try again. One more time. Bomb spitters, can we get the whole package together? One game and show the glory that this thing truly going off looks like. That would be nice. Up against Gilly Ion O. Or not. Okay, well, I'm not certain about this yet. It's a little top heavy. But we do have removal, and we are on the draw. That might be important. I mean, it's a good curve. If Tezzeret sticks around and we draw into a bunch of other low-cast artifacts. Okay, maybe the low-cost removal was a good call. We'll see. Alright, they have a lot of firebrands suddenly out of nowhere. Oh my. What is going on? Okay. I don't understand why he sacrificed himself so quickly. What was supposed to happen? Oh. Sure. Go for it. Oh, they got rid of Tezzeret. No, you guys. Unbelievable. Alright, will we... Oh, they have a Rakshasa. I love it, and I love the fact that we drew the weapons manufacturing here. I also love that the Rakshasa cannot block. This means instant value off of Packed Terror next turn. Oh, they're going for damage. All right, right, well, the good news is we don't really need to necessarily attack in order to win here. So maybe, just maybe. Oh, okay, well, Plasma Bolt it is. And a Cecil. Very nice. Okay, maybe we get super greed mode here and go weapons manufacturing ×2. And in the turn. And then we can hold up a braid. Let's just go ahead and abrade it. That'd be great. We'll take 1 damage for that. That's fine. All right, excellent. Now let's go. Pack Doll Terror gets our life gain going on. And now we just need to find a sacrifice outlet in the way of Fountain Port. I think works out nicely for us. Don't worry about that. It's just a doll. It's just a thing, guys. Oh, it can't ever attack? Okay. I'm fine with that. I like that. That's exactly what we want to see. It is exactly what we want to see. Go, monkey, go. We have another toy to play with. Look at him go. He's such a happy monkey. Look at the destruction you've caused. All right, so let's go ahead and draw. Sacrifice a token to deal 2 damage. And that gets us, I think, the win next turn if we draw. Yes! Oh my goodness. It's a beautiful thing. We did it. We got in that one good game where everything came together. Yes. Very nice. It's all downhill from here. Ooh. Let's get that breath in. Yep, ready? Inhale. Hold it. Exhale. Up against Tharl. Yeah, I don't hate this start. We finally see the Albeds. Maybe that'll come up. Alright, mono blue from the start. Is it Vivi? Oh, okay. Azorius. More control, huh? Basri. Azorius cats? Okay, well, let's go ahead and get rid of that. That way we can kind of slim down our options for Tithing Blade. I do like that we just found a weapons manufacturing, and that, I think, will help our chances immensely. Oh, they're stocking up. Going to the store. Checking out with some what appears to be alien milkshakes or ice cream cones. Okay, well, it's probably good that we got the Tezzeret this turn, because I would have been tempted, or we don't have the untapped land. I would have been tempted to play Tezzeret this turn. I think the correct move here is to go ahead and Legion Extruder and kind of set the board up a little bit. Oh, they will destroy something, will they? What will you destroy? Oh, they didn't go for the... That was a huge mistake. That was a huge mistake. You should have used that Kaiser Commando there. Oh, okay. We dodged a bullet there. We dodged a bullet. I think if we can manage to get in Ultima... Oh, no, don't do that. I guess it doesn't matter. Actually, because this is going to destroy everything. This is fine, though, because... I don't think we're gonna fall too far behind here. Let's just go ahead and play Tezzeret then into an empty board, if that's how it's going to be. We would find an Ultima player. I was just saying a few games ago how that absolutely just wrecks us. Nutrient block seems like a good answer, though. Does this pose an issue? Maybe if we can somehow get the 7 counters next turn? Let's see. Alright, they have an Overlord of the Mistmores. Oh my, okay. Now we're cooking with gas. We're about to go gonzo. Alright, well, they have to go after Tezzeret now, right? If they don't, I think we win. Well, let's go ahead and get the Grim Bobble. And that'll take care of one of the birds. Or the moths, I should say. Alright, we have more moths, that is. Oh, they're okay. They're sending troops in after the moths. What do we do about this? Alright, well. We're not really equipped here to deal with all this, are we? I think we need to start out, especially at 3 mana. Man. Okay, I said it was going all downhill from here, but I did not hope that that was actually the case. Alright, let's get rid of that one. Let's get rid of that one. I mean, they're just going to get 2 more every turn, right? We need, right now, is our sacrifice surveil guy. That's what we need right now. Our instant speed sacrifice artifacts guy. If we can somehow live long enough to play Albed Salvagers first, that would be amazing. Can we get that shuffler if you're not going to give us lands? Can we get a turn for Albed Salvagers into the collar guy, Umbral collar guy? That's what he is now. Umbral guy, collar guy. Wow, okay. We got a fish. Oh my goodness. This is just nuts. Really? Okay, alright. I see how it's gonna be. Well, you can't win them all, and we'll take the good with the bad. So that's gonna do it for this one. The spinning bombs. We got to see the ugly side. We got to see when you don't get the weapons manufacturer. And we still, I think, won a game or two, even without it. When we do get it and we get the right pieces on the board, it does not take long to quickly become an issue. So thank you so much. I appreciate everybody joining us for this one. As always, love one another. Be cool. Don't be a jerk. Have fun playing Magic the Gathering.